Hey everybody, Sean here, and welcome to Revealing Truth. We are truly in the end of times, my friends, and much of what we see happening today would not have been tolerated even 50 years ago. Yet today, wickedness is being celebrated as being good. The prophet Isaiah spoke of many woes in chapter 5, but specifically in verse 20, he says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." And that's exactly what we're seeing more and more of these days. So today's headline shouldn't shock anyone. That's right, a 50-year-old man who identifies as a 13-year-old girl is allowed to shower with teens. And make no mistake, this is not the only article on this topic. You can go online and find all sorts of coverage on this atrocity. It's absolutely mind-boggling how messed up this world has become. And you can find many videos online that cover this in more detail. So, how did things get so twisted? Well, for one, Ephesians 2:2 calls Satan the prince of the power of the air. John 12:31 calls Satan the ruler of this world. 2 Corinthians 4:4 calls him the god of this world, and he's out to blind the minds of those who don't believe. And 1 John 5:19 tells us that the whole world lies in the power of the evil one. And that's getting easier and easier to see as time goes on. Jesus tells us in Luke 17:26 that as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. And what was it like in those days? The next verse gives us a hint. In those days, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage before the flood came and destroyed them all. So in one sense, things seemed normal to everyone and life went on as usual. But then we get one more hint in the next verse. We're given the same comparison, but this time it's to the days of Lot. And just like after Noah entered the ark, the world was destroyed, when Lot left Sodom, they were all destroyed. And the next verse tells us that it will be the same when Christ is revealed. So if the end is going to come when things were like it was in Lot's time during Sodom and Gomorrah, what was it like at that time? We're foretold about this destruction of Sodom all the way back in Genesis 19. This is when two angels stayed with Lot, and all the men of the city wanted to have sex with them. This got so bad that the angels struck these people with blindness. Now, Ezekiel 16 tells us about some of the sins of Sodom: pride, fullness of bread, not helping the poor and needy, and other things. But the main problem, it would seem, was homosexuality. Sodom is where we get the word sodomy, which one dictionary defines as meaning anal sex, especially between men, or any sexual contact other than heterosexual vaginal intercourse. Another definition includes this to mean with animals as well, or to force someone to do these things. So what is this world going to be like before Christ returns? Just like we're seeing today. We weren't alive in the times of Sodom and Gomorrah, but I can't imagine it being any worse than the twisted wickedness we're seeing today. I can't imagine how bad God's going to actually allow this world to get before Christ returns, but we are definitely getting closer. And the good news is that as we're told in Luke 21, that when we see the signs happening that Jesus warned us about, then we are to look up because our redemption is near. So pray for the little ones that are being affected in this world and keep your eyes on Jesus. And with that being said, we're going to leave it here for today. But feel free to leave your comments below. And until next time, take care and God bless.